most successful Japanese rock band in history, X-Japan, are getting ready to release their highly anticipated first album in 14 years. This will be X-Japan's first album since 1996's Dahlia, which peaked at #1 on the Japanese charts and was also the last album to feature their late guitarist Hideo Matsumoto, who passed away in 1998. After lead singer Toshi and principal songwriter, pianist, and drummer Yoshiki parted ways, it seemed the band would have a hard time continuing after the death of Matsumoto. But with the release of the new album, X-Japan will look to cross over into the American market with their first album to have English lyrics, followed by their first U.S. tour. Hard to believe, but although X-Japan has sold more than 30 million albums, singles, and videos, and headlined and sold out Japan's 55,000-seat Tokyo Dome 18 times, they've never toured America. Artisan News caught up with Yoshiki to get his thoughts on the band's 14-year hiatus from releasing an album and why the band almost called it quits.
14 years delay. Okay, it's a long time. Huh? Well, first of all, we broke up about 12 years ago or so. Vocalist and I went to separate way. Then right after one of our guitarist, Hide, died. So we thought it's almost impossible for us to reunite. But vocalist and I started talking a few years ago. Then we became friends again. Then started talking about the band.
For the upcoming release, which will be their first album in their history to have lyrics in English, X-Japan have recorded a few new songs as well as re-recorded a few older songs in English like Tears and Rusty Nail. Yoshiki also talked about the band recording songs in English for the first time and even admits to dreaming in English.
50% of songs come from the old one anyway, but we are changing those lyrics to English. Then 50% come from, those are new compositions. Difference is, well, just evolved, I guess. We try not to do too much like a technical thing into it, like more to emphasize the melody more than technical, like technique. And, well, I dream in English, so I guess. Like last time I was in hospital, okay, I was in hospital a lot. So I did small neck surgery. Then I got the anesthesia, whatever. Then my doctor said I was talking. Was I saying? Was I saying? Oh, you're speaking in English.
Forming the band in 1982 after meeting in high school, Yoshiki and Toshi have had a long musical partnership, which sparked a cultural phenomenon known as Visual Kei, which in turn directly influenced the anime movement around today. Yoshiki also talked about recording once again with his longtime friend and lead vocalist Toshi, and how his vocal range has gotten better with age.
Well, we broke up. He was doing some kind of like very soft healing music. I didn't know if he could even scream. Our first song called Ivy after reunion was very, how should I say, it's not, I was kind of like trying to push certain buttons. Can he scream or can he sing that high, or it was kind of strange. His voice got even better, higher range, then stronger. I don't know how it's possible.
X-Japan recently announced their first ever U.S. tour as they look to gain new fans outside of Japan. The tour will kick off September 25th in L.A. and extend until October 10th in New York City, making stops in the U.S. and Canada in such markets as Chicago, Toronto, Vancouver, Boston, Seattle, and Oakland. X-Japan recently had their first show in America with a much-talked-about performance on the main stage at Lollapalooza. As of press time, the as-of-yet untitled album will be released in the fall, which will coincide with the tour.